think we created the better openings. We had some good chances to do more with it. They defended with the lives. They didn't really have a great deal. We gave them the goal. They went 1-0 up in the second half. Didn't really do anything. And then obviously we opened up a little bit and they had a few more opportunities to score, which is normal. But I was really pleased with the way we attacked the game. We were trying to win it. They were trying to win it. I think it became a bit open. Scored a good equaliser with Matty. It's a really good connection at the near post. Went in at the near post. They'll be disappointed with it, but we're happy with it. I think they had another chance just after it where we were attacking the spaces. We got good ball into the penalty area. Everything that we hit seemed to hit them. So that's when you look at it, good defending to them. We ended up with loads and loads of corners, didn't really capitalise on any, looked like scoring probably once from that, so that's not ideal, but after being a goal down, I think you've got to take a point. And I can't be too disappointed, we've really had a go at the game. Support was good again and spurred us on, drove us on, good reaction to the goal, and I think we can count ourselves a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's a game plan from them, but you've had 20 odd shots and the majority of those are blocked. Is it the way they defended, just throwing players in there?
Well, I think certainly that's a game plan from today. I think Victor was fouled off the ball a lot. I think that they've seen a way that they might just be able to keep him quiet, but then obviously the referees have got to see that because he's not. They're not being penalised for it because they're doing it off the ball or when the ball's on its way up, so they're hitting him early. That isn't ideal, and it's not in the rules. So ultimately, whenever there's a foul committed and there's a free kick should be given, it's just that the officials need to see that, and he needs a bit more protection. As far as their game plan goes, I think that they were, they've got some. Let's face it, they've got some really good players in their team. They put another player obviously in midfield. Seri came back in after being injured for a little while. He came back in alongside Simon. Tufan's a top player. They've got Malcolm Ebiowe came on, and he's got lightning pace. I thought we dealt with that pretty well, both bidders and Josh Wilson-Esperan when he came on. I thought they dealt with that threat pretty well. And they've got some really good attacking players, and obviously Tete went off, but then brought Estupinian on, who's, he scored a hat-trick against us early on, so he's been a thorn in our side, but we gave him the goal, didn't move it, we defended, just didn't move the feet, Sully Callum quickly enough, but then you've got to try and get tighter and closer to him, but he's moved the ball quickly and he's picked out the top corner, which is fantastic skill from them. Disappointing from our point of view, just killed the momentum a little bit and killed the atmosphere. Soon got back up and running. We had to do something to try and turn that again, which we did, and credit to the players because we've kept going. We've thrown everything at it, just not been able to get the second goal.
Yeah, first half we had a lot of chances, a few shots into the box, ricochets, and obviously struggling to get our feet because it was quite dry in the first 20 minutes. When it started raining, I felt we took control of the game.
You mentioned the shots in the first half. I mean, it continued in the second half as well, didn't it?
Yeah, they left quite a lot of room on the edge of the box, so obviously me and Gussie had a few shots, but when they leave the room on the edge of the box, that means there's about 10 people inside the box ready to block it, so I need to be more composed and pick out the spaces, but they got quite lucky with a few of the ricochets and the deflections that didn't go our way.
I was going to say, a lot of the time it wasn't the keeper saving it, it was the defenders, the midfielders, the forwards even getting in there to block you.
Yeah, definitely. Some days it goes your way, some days it don't. Sometimes they can deflect off their knees and bodies and wrong foot the keeper, but luckily for them, every time we just went the other way, unfortunately. You
started the second half strongly, but then 5 minutes into it, give them possession and they take advantage.
Was it that early? Unfortunately, deflected off Rye, wrong-footed everyone in the defence, and luckily he got his strike off and put it in the stanch, but great reaction from the boys to come back and keep pushing. We had a few changes which gave us the upper hand and we put on the back foot for the rest of the game.
How did that feel? Because obviously your manager switched it to a back four, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, we ain't played back four many times this season, so it was different for the boys, but I think they coped with it well. I mean, it was quite open in areas, but I still thought we was the better team. And like you said, I don't know how we didn't win the game in the end.
But you got a point, and you got Matty Godden and Victor Yokeres to thank for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Vic's just Vic at the end of the day, and it's nice to see Matty back on the score sheet because obviously he's come back from an injury, so it's pleasing to see that. But yeah, I mean, we'll take the point today. Still in and around the playoffs, and the only way we can look is up. We've got nothing to lose at this rate, and I mean, we've got 2 more games in this week, so let's see what we can do.